I recreated Discord's Clyde AI, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can do the exact same thing. So if you didn't know, Clyde AI is an AI-based assistant that Discord actually made. It basically uses OpenAI technology to process your messages sent on Discord and then reply back. So it's basically like having ChatGPT on Discord. But we're going to go ahead and actually recreate it today using discord.js. So if you don't have a Discord bot already, go ahead and create one. The link will be in the description to watch the /command package video and get started with that. So the code for this is actually really simple. So just go ahead and go over to your Discord bot package or your Discord bot command files and go over to your index.js. And we're going to go ahead and start by just calling this chat logic. And we're just going to go ahead and do const axios equals require. And we can go ahead and get our axios package. Then we can do client.on and we're going to get events.message create. And we can go ahead and get our message and we're going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to start by saying if message.channel.type is equal to our channel type.dm. We can actually go ahead and open this up. Then we can go ahead and say if message.author.bot. We can go ahead and just return here. Then we can do await message.channel.send typing. And then after doing that, we can go ahead and say let input equals, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. We can do a method, which is going to be get, and we can do our URL. And this is going to be our URL that we're going to be using from the Rapid API. So you're going to go ahead and get this in the description below. It's going to be this API right here. Just go ahead and subscribe to the basic plan so that this will work for you, and you can get all of the information that we're about to use in the endpoints over here. So then after doing that, we're going to go ahead and put in our headers. So you're going to have your text, which is going to be your message content. You're going to have your xRapid API key, which is going to be an empty string for me, but for you, it's going to be your API key that you got from the link in the description below. I'm going to go ahead and put mine in after I'm done coding it so that I don't have to blur out any of the code. This is going to be your xRapid API host, and that's also going to be in the description below. So then after we get all of that information, we can actually go ahead and add a semicolon here, and we can go ahead and try. So in here we can do const output, and we can do await xios.request, and we're going to go ahead and request our input. Then after doing that, we can go ahead and do const response equals output, and we can do data.response. So we're going to go ahead and get that response, and now we're going to do some programming logic, so we can just go ahead and check if the response is less than or greater than 2,000 characters, because we can't send a Discord message that's greater than 2,000 characters. So we can do if, and we can do response.length is greater than 2,000. We can go ahead and open this up. I'm going to do const chunks equals response.match. And I'm going to go ahead and actually copy this in. This is going to be a /. You can do dot and 1 and then comma 2000 / again and then G. So then after doing that, we're going to go ahead and get some more logic and we're going to go ahead and put it in here. So it's going to be 4 and we're going to go ahead and do let I equals 0. And we can do if I and we can do chunks.length. Then we can do a semicolon again, and we're going to do I++. So that's basically just our for loop logic right there. And then we can go ahead and open up that for loop. So then in here, we're actually going to go ahead and copy a basic send here. So it's going to be message.author.send. We're going to get chunks, and we're going to get I. Then we're going to go ahead and catch an error, and we're going to give us the error message right here saying, I'm having a hard time finding that request. Because I'm an AI on Discord, I don't have much time to process requests. And we're also going to go ahead and catch an error after that message in case they have their DMs off. Then we're going to come down to this logical statement right here, and we're going to go ahead and say else. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to go ahead and respond with our response this time. So if the response is less than 2,000 characters, then we can just go ahead and respond. And then after doing that, we can just go ahead and send that error just in case we have one. And again, we're going to go ahead and catch an error after that in case they have their DMs off. So then after doing that, we can find our try, and we're going to go ahead and catch an error. And we're going to open this up. We can just go ahead and console.log an error. And then after doing that, we're going to go ahead and copy our error message again. So you can go ahead and put your error message in there. It's going to be the exact same. And we're also going to have an error catch right here. So then after doing that, we can go ahead and find this logical statement. And we can say else. We're going to open this up. And we're just going to go ahead and return and do nothing. Basically what we're doing here is we're going to go ahead and check to see if the channel is the bot's DMs. Then we're going to go ahead and make sure it's not the bot. And then we're going to go ahead and send typing. Then we're going to get all of the information, including the message content to give to the API. Then we can go ahead and get our request. So we're going to request that information. We're going to do some logic down here, including some error handling, just to make sure that we are not missing anything. And also just to chunk up that message into messages under the length of 2,000 characters. And then after we do that, we just go ahead and send it normally. Then after doing all that, we have already sent our message, and if we didn't, that means we still have one more error, so then we just handle that there. If it's not in the DMs, if a message is in a server that the bot's in, then we just go ahead and return. So with that, we are actually done with the code. So we can go ahead and save the file, restart the bot, and test this out within our bot. All right, so over in the Discord server, we're not really in a server, we're actually in the bot's DMs, but we can just go ahead and send the bot a message. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, hello, how are you? And as you can see, it's going to go ahead and start typing. Now this is my Clyde. As you can see, it's not a verified bot, and it's going to go ahead and say, hello, I'm an AI and I don't have feelings, but I'm here to help you with whatever you need. So we can basically ask it whatever we want. So we could go ahead and say, what is a Discord bot, or something very, very generic like that. And for some reason, the first time I said it, it gave me that error. So there must have been something wrong there. But then the second time I said it, it actually gave me the answer. So it is going to be working just like an AI would. All right, so the last thing that we're going to go ahead and test out. Now, I know this DM history is a little bit different. That's because I recorded this segment on a different day. We're just going to go ahead and say, write a 4,000 character essay on computers, or something random like that. So we know that this is 4,000 characters. That is above the 2,000 character limit. So it's going to go ahead and do some chunking here. So it's going to go ahead and think, obviously, and then pretty soon we're going to go ahead and get a response. And here we go. It's going to go ahead and begin chunking our responses. So it's going to give us this first chunk here, and then it's going to begin to send a bunch of other chunks. So it's going to basically just spam my DMs with a bunch of chunked messages right here. So it's going to chunk them all up. As you can see, these are separate messages, and then it's going to give me that 4,000 character essay. So once it's done, it will stop sending me messages within my DMs. But as you can see, our chunking system did work, and we are not getting any errors with that, and we are still able to get all of our response. Now, one other thing, this API does not work when reading emojis. So if we were to send an emoji there, it's going to go ahead and say, I have a hard time reading this request. It's also not going to work for some reason if we try to send some code. Not 100% sure why, but just be aware of that. So that's how you can actually go ahead and recreate Discord's Clyde AI using your Discord.js version 14 bot. If you do need any help coding this, go ahead and join the server in the description below and use our help channels, and we'll be able to help you out. And if you'd like the source code from this video, go ahead and purchase a God tier on Discord, or if you're on YouTube, you can purchase a super or God tier, and you will be able to get the code from this video and other videos. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.